name is Nick Williams. I'm the Director of Information Systems for Sunport, and we're a startup that's solving the problem of access to solar energy. Right now in America, 90% of Americans say they want to support solar energy, but less than 1% have actually bought panels. Why is that? Well, if you rent a house, if you move a lot, if you just don't have good credit, you can't get panels very easily. So we've invented the Sunport, which is an easy little plug-in adapter that allows you to demand solar energy from any outlet at any time. And the way it works right now, it's a 1-year plan where for $80 you get all the solar energy you want for a year. We just completed a KickStarter and got over 160% of our raise. So it's an exciting product. It really puts the bar on the floor in terms of accessing solar energy and just makes it so anyone can do it without a contract or credit or anything like that. This is actually just a sensor. It's a power meter and a Bluetooth chip is all that's in the box. And it communicates how much energy you're using to our servers, and we buy solar energy to match your usage. So if you use a kilowatt hour of energy, we buy a kilowatt hour from a solar farm on your behalf. What was our Kickstarter experience like? It was amazing in so many ways. We spent the previous months, about 4 to 6 months preparing for it. But it was still just an onslaught of information. Our product is a little bit hard to describe. We understand that the story of the product is one of our most challenging things since it's such a radical product. So we had to engage very strongly with a lot of people on the internet, on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, on Kickstarter itself, just constantly day and night. It was just a slog. But as we kept at it, we eventually broke through, and we made a really good raise. Part of our ability to do that was that we created different themes for each week of the campaign. We managed to partner with the band Atmosphere, actually, and we helped them make the first solar-powered music video in the history of the world using this technology. Is 4 to 6 months a typical time to prepare for a Kickstarter? I would say, unfortunately, no. If we could do it all over again, we would have taken even more time to prepare. And I've actually been going around the country talking to various people about this in the past few months. The consensus of people who really know what they're talking about is more like 6 to 18 months of preparation. A lot of people think, they see things out there and they think, oh, Kickstarter is easy, I can just raise some money, and they just throw something up there and then it doesn't work out and they wonder why. It really takes a lot of preparation, building a crowd, and really honing in on what your value proposition is and how you're going to sell it to different customer segments. So our focus now, the Kickstarter just ended. Our focus now is delivering on all of that. We're working with our manufacturer to get a lot more of these plugs made, and we're developing a new app, because a lot of this is about the experience of how much energy you're using and how can you change that, how can you be more environmentally friendly. The plug is pretty simple by itself. The app is really where a lot of the experience is going to happen. How did we develop this product? It was a multi-year process. It all started actually when the CEO, Paul, was at a large solar conference, and the keynote speaker asked, how many people here have solar panels? And only a tiny fraction of the room raised their hands at a solar conference. That's when he realized something was wrong with the solar industry today, and it needs to be easier to use solar. So he knew about the credit market that we're basing our solar energy on. They're called SRECs. He knew you could use that to demand solar energy from anywhere technically, but that's such an abstract and hard to describe thing that it just kind of lingered in his mind for a while. Then he met myself and another engineer at a startup weekend, and we were talking about his vision and his problem, and what we decided is you have to make it tangible. You have to make it a physical object so people can understand. And that's what this is. It's just a manifestation of access to the SREC market. It's generally been more and more positive as time goes on, actually. I think there's definitely a learning curve with this product because it's so radical. People get caught up on things like, those electrons aren't my electrons, but it's really about your impact in the world as a whole. And once people realize that, they become a lot more positive about our product. So we've been getting a steady trickle ever since our Kickstarter ended of people wanting to pre-order and wondering how many of these they can get and things like that. In fact, on the B2B side of things, one of our best industries right now is solar installers themselves, because this is just a perfect referral product for them. Solar panels are solar production, and this is solar consumption. There's no reason you can't have both. In fact, a lot of people who own panels are really interested in this product because in the future, we can probably set it up so you can use your own solar when you're away from home. Basically, if you're at Starbucks or traveling in Vegas or somewhere, you plug this in, it can be matched with your solar production. So, you're kind of carrying your impact with you as you go. So they're really complementary products. This needs panels to exist.